Hey Robert, check this out. I got some really big nuts, don't I?
What do you want to do with these seeds, Harry? You got all these pine cones and magnolia pods?
I really want to spread my seed.
You want to play a joke on Double D?
I want to give Double D my nuts. Literally.
Alright, let's give him a call.
Hello.
Hey, Daniel, what's up? It's Robert and Harry.
Hey, what's up? What do you need?
Harry's got something he wants to say.
Hey Double D, I love the work that you do. I want to give you my nuts and my seed.
Okay. What kind of shape are they in? I'm assuming they'd be pretty heavily used. Maybe even dirty a little.
They've been stabilized, so they're really hard.
Okay. I guess I could use those.
Alright. Yeah, I'll ship that over to you soon. Talk to you later, man. Let me call him up again.
Hello.
Hey, Daniel, you ready for your package?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. I'll send it over. Here you go. It's on your left. No, your other left. Alright, you got it? Cool. Do something good with it. See you around. Later.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Hey, what's up out there, YouTube? Double D here with Tournage Dubois. Welcome back. So, well, just a few minutes ago, Hodge and I, Hodge and Harry mailed a package of some stuff. So, we got that package delivered. We're going to take a look inside, see what all Harry decided to send, but based on the conversation, sounded a little bit sketchy. But we'll jump right into that, see what's in there, and see what we can do and make from the fun items that we might have been delivered. So we'll take a look at that in just a few moments. First off, I want to give a big shout out, Mike over at Scenic City. What I want to do, I'm going to put a link to his channel right up here. Mike is a participant in the YouTube Cross-Channel Challenge. Is a great guy, does some phenomenal turning, has a lot of fun with his channel. You know, talks about different things. He did a project right at the end of the year that he ended up having some fun with and threw it in the burn pit, which is where we've all been at that point where we just wanted to throw something in the burn pit. But he's done some amazing stuff with some resin and some different projects that he's been working on. So always excited to see what Mike comes up with. So definitely go check him out. And if you have not yet, subscribe to the man because he is fun. So let's get this package opened up and see what they sent us and see what we can do with it. Let's go. All right, let's open this up, see what Harry decided to send to us. All right. Looks like we've got some stabilized pine cones and magnolia seed pods. Looks like we've got some sweet gum seed pods and pine cones that are not stabilized. Nice little piece of some spalted oak or something. Some pin blanks. He does know I like to make pins, and then some shells. Look like a couple of them broke, but I'll probably end up casting some of those into bowls what I can't use. So that'll work out great. Thanks, Hodge and Harry. Let's see what we can make out of this. Thinking I'm going to cast some of these seed pods in blank. Why not? It'll be fun. Catch you in a minute. Alright, so I'm going to spray both of these with our mold release. That will help all the resin come out better. Then I'm going to mix up some blanks. These I'm just going to do plain resin. And then in this one, I'm going to do these two. And we're going to do some emerald green and cobalt diamond blue. So those will be the colors that we mix up. And see what happens. Let's have some fun. See those little strings through that? That means it is there's still part A versus part B. I am using Alumilite Clear Slow on these because the processing time, the open pot time, is about 12 to 15 minutes, whereas with the total boat is quite a bit longer. So since I want the colors to mix and I don't have a long time to work on it, currently with what I have, the Alumilite works good. But I know Total Boat also makes a quick set, which shortens up that pot time. So hopefully I'll get to try some of that at some point in the near future. But we will see. But as you see, as I get it mixed together, it clears up and you can see through it pretty well. So then I will divide it into 2 parts, mix in colors, and we'll go from there. And we have our Alumilite dyes, blue and green. So we're going to use a little bit of that along with the mica powder. Okay, so this is the Cobalt Diamond Blue. Put just a little bit in here. And then the Emerald Green. So we're both right at 88 degrees, so when they hit about 93, 94, somewhere right in there, then I will dump them together. Okay, temperature's right at 93. So let's go ahead and start mixing. Hey everybody, it's the next day. Let's take a look and see what we look like. Alright, let's pop them out of the mold. Alright, so we have our Cobalt and Emerald resin with the 2 Magnolia pods in it. I think I'm going to use that for like a coffee scoop handle, and then I made 3 pin blanks with some extra resin, so we'll see how those turn as well. So let's see what we can do. Use some Starbond medium. There's a link in this description for some Starbond. You can use the coupon code DD10 for a 10% off your order. right, we got that sanded up to 600 grit. I am going to hit it with some of Brad's abrasive paste, and then we'll probably, depending on how that looks afterward, we might do some micro mesh, but we're going to at least do this. Alright, I am really liking how that looks, so I'm not going to do any micro mesh, but what I am going to do is my Axe Polish Restoring Paste. I think that'll look really, really nice on this resin. There's not a lot of wood, so tongue wax would just kind of sit on the surface. But this polish paste I think will look really, really nice with the resin. So let's give that a go. Okay, so we have that sanded up to 600 grit. I'm going to use some Novus 3-2, which is scratch removal. That will help clean that up a little bit, and if I still see anything beyond that, I will probably hit it with some micro mesh. I learned about this stuff through Aaron African Meat. I'll put a link to his channel right up there. If you haven't watched any of his stuff, you should. He does some amazing hybrid pieces with a lot of different textures and looks to them. So definitely, if you have not seen his channel, check out his stuff. Absolutely great, great guy. So this is the part 3, which is what we start with. That's the heavy scratch remover, and that will help take care of any heavy scratches there are. And then step 2 is the fine step, which will remove the fine scratches, and then we can move into our polishes. But like I said, if I happen to see any after this, then I will hit it with micro mesh as well. Alright, those scratches are almost completely gone. There's a couple of little ones that I can see, so I am going to hit this with the micro mesh as well, and then we'll get it polished up and get the pin assembled. Alright, now I'm going to use some Mohawk plastic polish, and we will buff this thing up really nicely and then get it assembled. Okay, so what I like to do is I will put this portion, which goes into the end of the cap, and I'm going to screw that down the way I like to screw it down all the way, and then I can kind of figure out how I want this to line up, and then I can press that top part together. So I've got this green over here with the blue, and I think I want that to kind of line up. I think that's going to be pretty close to the original. I mean, obviously there's a little bit of gap, but that gives us a line, and we can shoot for that for getting it lined up. Get nice clean fits, and you just screw the pin together and make sure that it lines up the way you wanted it to. If not, then you just pull it out, and it rotates approximately 1.5 times. And so there I've got my green in the lid coming right down into the green in here, and then the blue in between. So that lines up exactly where I wanted it to. So we'll get this all polished up, wiped down, get all the dust off of it, and we'll be back to talk about them. Hey everybody, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed today's project. First of all, huge shout out to Hodge and Harry over at Hodgepodge Woodworks. Put a link to their channel right up here. Super appreciative of what they sent me. Of course, now I guess I'm going to have to send them something back. So I'm going to put my thinking cap on, see what I can send to them, and see how we can get them a little bit of Tournage Dubois style projects to work on. So hopefully this was fun for you all as well. The camaraderie that we have in this community is absolutely amazing. So let's get to the project. First off, I have the resin and Magnolia seed pod coffee scoop. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I like it with the gold. My wife thought we should do silver on this, but we have similar colors in another room that have gold fixtures, so I wanted to keep going with the look of the gold here to match the gold kit I was going to do on the pin. Gave it a little bit of texture with the different grooves. I didn't want it symmetrical. I wanted it kind of broken up to give some eye variation, as well as just the different looks with the seed pod. So hope you guys like that one. Lots of fun. I really enjoy making these, and they're definitely useful for sure. Getting into the pin, this is the gold pin. It is a rollerball style pin. It screws together. Really like how everything just lines up together. I know that light probably isn't the greatest, but we'll have some beauty shots at the end. I am super happy with how this has turned out. It's probably one of my favorite pins I've made, other than the pin I made for myself. But these, I'm getting better at the pins, I'm getting better at the projects, and I'm really enjoying that. So if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it the thumbs down, just like we always say. Please, whichever you decide to do, leave your comments down at the bottom. I appreciate them, I read them, and I respond to them. We'll see what the future keeps bringing. I am having a lot of fun, I'm learning a lot, and I hope you're enjoying this journey that we're on together. And we'll catch you next week.